Hey guys, Ben here from Corner Flag Games, and welcome to episode 23 of the Crawley Town Road to Glory career mode. So, we've got something a little bit different today. We have a bumper episode considering I missed last week's upload. So we're actually going to have 6 games in today's episode, and that will be 4 simulated games and 2 played games. But before we get too far into it, we do luckily have in the studio with us a special guest, and we have Terence from Wirelessvlogs. Give us a shout, mate.
Hello, Ben. It is great to be on your Crawley series. I think this is the first time you've actually ever had a guest on your RTG series.
Yes, it is, and it's only because you're sitting here in the room with me, which is going to be absolutely interesting and fun. So, we'll just get through the calendar now. So, we've got Peterborough at home as the first game, Oxford away as the second game, Walsall at home as the third game, Peterborough away in the Emirates FA Cup. Then for the 5th game, we have the Checker Trade Trophy against Wimbledon, and the 6th and final game will be against Notts County away. So without further ado, guys, we're going to jump straight into it. Okay, so moving into today's first game, it is going to be a simulated game at home in the league to Peterborough United. So we'll jump straight in. As you can see, the backup brigade on the left-hand side. So this is going to be rather interesting for Terence to commentate. Oh, and look at that. 5 minutes in, and we're already 1-0 down. Thoughts on that, T?
Well, it's obviously not a great start, but there you go. You've equalised in 27th, which isn't too bad for your backup brigade.
No, it is not. Oh, and there it is. We're 2-1 up now. So it's a very good start. 70 minutes played so far, and we're still sitting pretty at 2-1 up. Don't concede another one, lads. And there we are, 90 minutes in, and we get the win over Peterborough. Okay, so moving into today's second simulated game. T, would you like to read this one out?
So this is away to Oxford United. Again, another simulated game.
And we do have our backup brigade as well running, as you can see down the right-hand side. Tez, give us the start.
And it is kick-off. We are looking for a positive result once again, and another goal early on sees us in front in 9 minutes.
Yep, scored by our Chinese international Ying Hongbo, who now is also injured and has been substituted for Adams as they get one back. Oxford do in the 45th minute, and they get one back again straight after the break at the 57th minute mark. Not looking good for the Crawley Town boys. 10 minutes to go. Can we claw another one back? Unfortunately not. And we go down to Oxford United.
Okay, and it looks like Yin Hongbo has suffered a dead leg quad and will be out for 6 days after that game against Oxford. That is not good news, as he was one of our key players in the reserve squad. Okay,
so here we are moving into the next game. We are at home against Walsall in the EFL League 1, and this is going to be another simulated game. As you can see, we are running the first team for this, as we have 2 cup games coming up in very quick succession. So he's hoping the boys can do the job. And 3 minutes in, it's the man, it's Enzio Baldwin, clawing one up for us and the Crawley Town boys. So 30 minutes in, not too much else to report right now. And 34th minute, our youth prospect Jintek Shin gets a goal, starting to make some substitutions now at the 61 minute mark. Actually, no, earlier than that. Verheit come on in the 46th minute. And Shin and Baldwin both get more goals. One in the 61st from Baldwin, one at the 76th from Shin, and we run out 4-0 winners over Walsall.
Our next match will be played by Ben away to Peterborough in the Emirates FA Cup.
So without further ado, guys, let's jump into it. Okay, guys, so here's our first foray into the Emirates FA Cup. It's Peterborough hosting Crawley. And here's the Peterborough lineup. Tyler in goal, the back 3 of Penny, Baldwin and Taylor. 5 in the midfield in De Silva, Lopez, Daughtry, Madison, Forrester and Edwards, and Kanu and Marriott up front as the strikers. And here is the Crawley Town lineup. It's Data in goal, a back 4 of Leland, Connolly, McNerney and Young. Randall and Coletti are the holding midfielders. Jordan Roberts on the right, Dean Cox on the left, Clifford at the centre attacking mid, and Thomas Verheit up front as the lone striker. And the boys from Crawley are going to kick us off in today's game. So, we have Terence here beside us. So, let's get the commentary going.
Right now, I'm going to remember that it's not a B&B session, so I need to commentate this one quite professionally.
Oh, you can. I don't mind a little bit of B&B in it. You may not hear too much from me, considering that I've got a concentrate for this series, but so far so good. And it's Young bombing down the line now. He's going to smack it across. Can we get a man onto it? It's Roberts. Oh, and he's just gone wide. Jesus effing Christ. As you can see here on the replay, the cross comes in. It comes really good. Takes it on the first time volley. And he's only just gone past it. And here we are, Crawley breaking on the counter-attack now. It's Dean Cox down this left-hand side. He's trying to knock it on. He's trying... I can see a man at the back stick now. He's still running. It's Roberts by the looks of it. Falls on the strike and Randall takes it first time. But it's wide and high.
There's another golden chance gone begging for Crawley. Another one sitting nicely in the box for him. He takes it first time on his right and just puts it over the top of the crossbar. And that's the halftime whistle, Benny.
Ah, God. Well, we had the better of the chances by far in that half, just not clinical. It's always been the thing with this team, especially the backup brigade. They just can't be clinical. Halftime break. It's Peterborough 0, Crawley Town 0. So here are the match facts as the boys roll into the sheds for the halftime break. So it's no goals for either side. 4 shots and 1 on target with a shooting accuracy of 25% for Crawley to 2 shots, 1 on target with a 50% shooting accuracy for Peterborough United. Both teams in the very high passing accuracy range with 92% to Crawley and 81% to Peterborough. And possession heavily favoured to the Crawley Town boys with 56% to Peterborough's 44%. Peterborough boys are going to kick us off for the second half. So Terence, what's your estimation of this first half? How have both teams been looking?
Of the two teams so far, I'll definitely say that Crawley have had the better opportunities to break this deadlock. Both teams have had their chances forward, but it's definitely been Crawley that seemed more aggressive and more willing. And as I say that, they break this deadlock. That is the first goal of the game to Crawley Town. Benny, sign it off.
Well, it is Thomas Verheit, and what a fantastic build-up play we had. A bit of ticky-tacky in the box. Verheit receives it, stops, turns, takes it on his right boot, and smashes that one up where the Spiders live. Tyler, the keeper, had no chance. And the goal comes to Thomas Verheit for his first goal in the Emirates FA Cup. And as we say that, Roberts makes a lung-busting run down this right-hand wing. Has he got anyone in the box? There's somebody coming. No. They're all too slow. Thomas Verheit is just about cooked for this game now. Clifford receives it, playing some passing balls through the top of the box. As Cox gets it, he's going to have a strike. It's taken a deflection, but Verheit comes in, cleans it up 56 minutes in, and he's done well. The man up top, the backup striker, has clinched another one in this game. And as we see here, some passing balls. We get on the edge of the area. Coletti takes a strike, but it does bounce off another player. Verheit picks it up, takes a strike first time on his left-hand boot. Very fortunate to pick that up. And looks like the Crawley Town boys have put their clinical shooting boots on in this second half. And the goal comes to Thomas Verheit for his second goal in the Emirates FA Cup. That's a beautiful through ball through to Marriott now for Peterborough. He takes a strike and Dada takes it. And he palms it into the way of Stevens. And Stevens smashes that one into the back of the net for Peterborough. As you can see here, we've got overexposed at the back here. Takes his strike. Dada parries it. And that's an easy poacher's goal for Stevens for the Peterborough lads. And the goal comes to Matthew Stevens for his first goal in the FA Cup. And the Crawley Town boys are going to kick us off again for what remains of the second half. Not long left to go. We are in the 90th minute now. Can we get another one, or are we going to be stuck at a 2-1 scoreline? As I say that, Leland comes down the line. He lobs in a cross. It's a deep one. Tyler comes out, punches it. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do us for this game. So, Terence, quickly, your thoughts?
It was definitely a game that Crawley dominated and deserved the win. I think Peterborough had their chances but couldn't make the most of them. But I would still definitely say that that was Crawley's game to lose.
And at the end of 90 minutes, it's going to finish Peterborough 1, Crawley Town 2. So here are the match facts at the end of 90 minutes. So it finished a 2-1 win to the Crawley Town boys, having 7 shots, 3 on target with a shooting accuracy of 42%, to Peterborough's 5 shots, 4 on target with a shooting accuracy of 80%. Passing accuracy falling down for us and going higher again for Peterborough. 87% to the Crawley Town boys to 86% for the Peterborough lads. And possession still heavily favoured to the Crawley Town boys with 56% to Peterborough's 44%.
And moving into today's man of the match, it is no surprise that it went to Thomas Verheit. The dual goal scorer, scored a brace for the Crawley Town boys. He played a very good game, moving up forward with an overall game match rating of 9.5. And moving into the semi-final leg of the Checkatrade Trophy, we are at home versus Wimbledon.
Who are our main rivals. So this one has more than just a semi-final game on the line.
Alrighty
guys, so without further ado, we're going to jump straight into it. So here we are in the Checkatrade Trophy. It's Crawley Town hosting their rivals Wimbledon. And here is the Crawley Town lineup. It's Dada in goal, back four of Bakayoko, Knudsen, Yorworth and Brown. Adams and Rivera are the holding midfielders in today's game. Enzio Baldwin on the right. Adamola Lookman on the left. Jintek Shin at the centre attacking mid. And good old Connor Chaplin up front as the lone striker. And here is the Wimbledon lineup. It's McDonald in goal, back four of Fuller, Charles, Oshilida and Maidies. Three in the midfield in Hardigan, Parrott and Trotter. And three up front. Francombe on the right, Barcham on the left, and Appia up front as the striker. And Crawley are going to get us underway for this game against the Wombles of Wimbledon. Common are we. So, Terence, thoughts on this game?
This one's always one that you want to get up, regardless of it being a semi-final. It's the rivalry that really counts at the end of the day. I think both teams will want to win this game no matter what.
Fantastic. Jintek Shin churns his man, has a shot from outside the box. Tests the keeper. Only at his running ability though. Brown comes in for the interception. Well done to the young Australian. He's going to take a strike from a long way out. He's taking a deflection and fallen to Shin. He's going to dink it to the back post. And Chaplin! Oh! What a perfect opportunity for a header. Dinks in a small ball. That one actually looked like it come off a defender.
He's turned in the box, plays it back into Chaplin. Can he find a shot? He takes a shot and McDonald keeps it out. He's done well to keep that one out. It was a good shot. Chaplin's won it back though, and that is half time.
So, Tez, would you like to give us your assessment of what we saw in that first half?
Much similar to the last game played. It's been very back and forth. There hasn't been a very clear, decisive chance.
And at the halftime break, it's going to finish up Crawley Town 0, Wimbledon 0.
As we can see at halftime, there is no goals for either side. 0-all deadlock at the moment. The shots for Crawley, 5 shots, 3 on target with a shot accuracy of 60%, where Wimbledon 2 shots, none on target for obviously a 0% shot accuracy. Pass accuracy, however, is quite good for Crawley at the moment with 91%. Wimbledon not so good with 77%, but the possession is clearly dominated by Crawley with 71% to Wimbledon's 29%.
And Peterborough are going to... and Wimbledon are going to kick us off for the second half. So, Tez, what are we expecting from the Crawley Town lads in this half?
I'm hoping Crawley can find the back of the net this half. They've had a few clear chances they should have converted by now. There was definitely a header from Shin. I think it was that he headed wide. He was about 6 foot outside of the goal line and really should have done better.
Ooh, that was a close one. They've knocked it back into their defence, but they've smashed that one out. Chaplin does manage to win that one back though. And Zero ball and run down the line, but we can't exactly go to him because they know that we're going to go there. Shin in the midfield. He's going to take one from long range and see what he can do. He's hit smack the post. Holy shit. Well done from the young 17-year-old Korea Republic lad to Chaplin. Back to Shin. Finding space out wide. We've found Adamola Lookman. He's going to come inside. He's gone to Chaplin. Chaplin flings Shin through. And Shin underneath the keeper. 84 minutes in. Runs back to the goal, picks up the ball. As you can see, we found space out wide for Lookman. Gives it into Chaplin. Everyone thinks Chaplin's going to shoot, but no, he lays off the on-running Shin. And the youngster, with his left boot, has put that one underneath the keeper's reach.
Finally, there is reward for effort for Crawley as they have been busting their lungs all game, going forward, trying to break the deadlock. Finally, in the 85th minute, they have managed to find a goal through Shin. That is very much deserved.
And Wimbledon are going to get us underway for what's left of this second half. It has been a very tiring game, to say the least. And as I say that, they give away possession to us again. And as we put Bakayoko here on the overlap, he's found space out wide. He's going to dink this one in. Who's it gone to? It's gone to Lookman. It's fallen to Chaplin. All the keeper could do was palm it into the feet of Connor Chaplin. And he's done well, the young ex-Portsmouth boy.
It is now 2 goals for Crawley. This is really turning into quite a reward for them. They've put in the work all game and now they are starting to see the fruits of the labour. 2 goals very late in the game. That is heartbreaking for Wimbledon, but that has just won Crawley, I am sure, the semi-final in the Checkered Trade Trophy.
And the bragging rights. And the goal comes to Connor Chaplin for his 2nd goal in the Checkered Trade Trophy.
And there we go, that is full time. That is another victory to Crawley Town in the Checkered Trade Trophy. They progressed through from the semi-final now with a win over Wimbledon, their arch rivals, which is an even better sweet victory than it would have normally been.
And at the end of 90 minutes, it's going to finish Crawley Town 2, Wimbledon 0.
And the match facts for the end of the game, we see 2 goals to none in favour of Crawley Town. Crawley with 12 shots, 7 on target, with a shot accuracy of 58, with Wimbledon not able to improve on their half-time match facts of 2 shots, none on target. Pass accuracy, however, for Crawley did fall slightly down to 87%, while Wimbledon's was also slightly up to 74%, I believe. Possession slightly evened out as well, but it is still massively in Crawley's favour, with 68% to Crawley and 32% to Wimbledon.
Now moving into today's man of the match, and the game has given it to Connor Chaplin up there at the striker with a 9.3 rating, and I am not going to disagree with that, but not for his goal. I'm going to give it to him for all his work higher up in the midfield area. He didn't really play too much of a striker today, more as a distributing midfielder, so well done to the young fella.
And now moving into today's final game is another simulated match away against Notts County in the EFL League 1.
So without further ado, guys, we're going to jump straight into this one. As you can see on the right-hand side, we are running our backup brigade again for this game, the final game. So nothing to report in the first 5 minutes, but Fort gets a goal in the 8th minute, and they miss a penalty in the 17th minute. So Notts County coming out absolutely flaming for this first half. Moving now into the second half, not too much to note, but a yellow card for Crawley in the 47th minute going the way of Connolly. Come on, boys, put one away. Alessandra gets a penalty, but he actually converts it this time. Lookman, who comes on as a sub, puts one away for us in the 84th minute. And we go down to Notts County, 2-1 losers. So guys, that wraps up today's episode. So we will have another 4 games in our next episode. The first one is away against Wimbledon. The second one is at home to Luton Town. The third one will be away against Oldham Athletic. And the fourth and final game will be at home to Bury. So before I do my sign off, I'd like to throw to my special guest, Terence from Wirelessvlogs, for his sign off. Go ahead, buddy.
Thank you for having me on, Ben. It's been an absolute pleasure being the first person to ever co-host on your RTG series.
Thank you very much for joining me, mate. It has been an absolute pleasure. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Be sure to give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and leave your comments and feedback below. Don't forget to smack that subscribe button if you haven't already, and tick the little notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And I'll be back with the next episode of the Crawley Town Road to Glory Career Mode soon.